Welcome everybody to Predictions Time. I'm here with this loser as we're going to predict and talk about Payback. This
What's
loser, of
good?
course, is my old friend Matt Sportsman from Roblox.
What's good, guys?
Fucking hate you. Anyways, we're going to talk about Payback, of course, and just a bunch of predictions, analysis, and talking about shit because WWE is horrible. First off, holy crap. What is that I'm watching on the TV? Some indie driver just flipped during practice run today.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, other than that, that's not WWE related. Let's go ahead and start off with the kickoff, aka pre-show match. Curtis, Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow, or I should call them, um, what was Curtis Axel's?
Axelmania?
Yeah, Axelmania and Damian
It's Macho Man
Sandow.
now. It's
Oh
Macho
yeah,
Man now.
it's Macho Mandow versus the Ascension.
Obviously, this is like some sort of Mega Powers versus a Legion of Doom, some sort of like thing. I don't know. It's pretty funny, but
I kind of laughed my ass off when Damian
yeah, same
Sandow
here.
came out on Raw last week.
Um,
Was it last week?
yeah.
It was last week, wasn't it? No,
What,
it
the one with
was.
the Macho?
Yeah, when he debuted as Macho.
Yeah, that was last week. Oh no, it was this week. This past Monday.
Oh, I'm losing track of time, but
Same here.
I just laughed my ass off because it's just perfect for Damian Sandow. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for Curtis Axel for
It,
losing. Well, he didn't even get into the ring for the Royal Rumble match, and then of
yeah.
course he's the first eliminated for the um,
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant Battle Memorial or Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird because Axel was like a heel, like rolling all the way up until WrestleMania. So having him team with Sandow was kind of weird. The Ascension, I really don't see the Ascension win this match at all, just because they have no hype behind them whatsoever.
Hmm.
Um, I, I see there's no other way than just have Sandow and Axel, in my opinion.
The Ascension is strong, but WWE isn't making them look strong. And having Damian and Curtis against these two, what could have been a great face
Hmm.
instead of heels. I mean, they they're working good for heels, but to be honest, I just didn't really like them ever since they came onto the Raw
Yeah.
roster. They really weren't used much at first because they were. It was just like before WrestleMania when everybody was coming back,
Hmm.
and well,
Yeah, and plus, Sandow has so much. He's pretty much over with the company. So I say, with all the stuff behind Sandow, the Mizdow thing saved his career, in my opinion.
I yeah, the Mizdow thing when that happened, I was like, damn. I mean, they've really freaking lost Damian Sandow, did they? And then fans were
Mhm.
starting to cheer for Mizdow when he was Mizdow, and they wanted more of Damian Sandow. Well, in this case, they wanted more Mizdow. So I'm so freaking glad that the Mizdow thing is over and
Mhm.
the story between Damian and Miz. I'm kind of hoping that they pull off other things as well with Damian Sandow instead of him mocking
Yeah, I agree.
legends. I mean, when he first joined WWE, I kind of liked the way he was going, being a
Yeah,
smartass and everything.
the gimmick he had wasn't likable towards me, but I could see that he had talent. And if they just give him like a normal gimmick, like not anything he has right now, I say he goes far.
I'd say maybe go back to that gimmick, but use it in a good way.
Hmm.
All right, so at the end, I think Curtis Axel and Damien Sandow will overcome this match, even
Yeah,
though they I don't know. I kind of like this team, I guess. I think this team might run for the tag team champions
yeah,
in
I'd
the
have to
near
agree.
future.
Maybe say maybe around SummerSlam
Maybe,
they can get a shot for the titles.
maybe.
Which brings us to the tag team titles match, which would be the New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, which would be a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Why is this even a match?
I have no idea.
I mean, hold on. Who's going to be fighting or for the New Day? Is it Kofi and Big E?
It's gonna be Kofi and Big E. Xavier Woods is just there.
Yeah.
So
I seriously hate this New Day team.
everyone does.
I mean, they were fine as solo guys.
Hmm. Much better off too.
Exactly. Big E was fine alone. Kofi was fine alone. Xavier, I didn't even know him until that stupid New Day shit, and I still don't care about him.
Yeah, the New Day. If they retain here, now I don't know what direction they're gonna go with the New Day, because it's obvious that this is probably the last match that the New Day will probably have with Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, who I say make much better tag team champions than the New Day.
Although I would like for Cesaro and Tyson Kidd to win, I think the New Day might win because WWE Logic.
Hmm. And plus, Elimination Chamber coming up in like, what is it, 2 weeks from then?
Yeah.
It would be kind of interesting to see a New Day in that. Or, I don't know. You never know. You never know what WWE's going to do last minute. So, I say the New Day will rotate now. Unfortunately.
All right, so Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus. Last pay-per-view, they did a Kiss My Arse match, which
Stupid.
Dolph Ziggler won, but Sheamus was like, nope.
It was just stupid.
Yeah.
So now finally have a normal match, which I would much rather have than a Kiss Me Arse match. So,
this is just going to be a brawl match, basically.
I'd have to agree, so.
Ugh.
This already had like a really good match. I say they had a good match at Extreme Rules. The stipulation kind of dumbed that down, but otherwise they had an okay match.
It would have been better if it was like, I don't know, a tables match?
Yeah.
It would have been better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's going to be hard trying to predict this.
Yeah, because it can go either way.
Yeah, it really could go either way.
Because Ziggler did win, but Sheamus had the momentum and has the momentum going. Because just to say Ziggler wins would be like a repeat, because it would just kind of be like burying Sheamus off his return.
Yeah. I mean,
so I would have to say Sheamus wins.
Technically, he did get quote-unquote buried when Dolph Ziggler won at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, but Sheamus has had the momentum ever since he came back, if you think about it.
Yeah. He still kind of does have that momentum, so I think Sheamus will win.
Yeah, I say Sheamus wins.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why is Wade Barrett named King Barrett?
Because he won the King of the Ring.
Why?
I have no idea.
Why?
Ask WWE.
I don't want to.
Basically, they had like 4 quarterfinal matches on like one night, and then they had their own events like before SmackDown tape-ins. And then the finals were actually Barrett versus Neville, which I would rather much see Neville as King of the Ring than
I'm sorry,
Barrett,
but the King of the Ring is a No. It's useless now. They don't even air it on live TV anymore.
Yeah.
I mean those stupid quarterfinal matches. Whatever happened to the earning your way to the King of the Ring? I mean,
Yeah.
it used to be like everybody was involved.
Hmm.
Now it's just like certain superstars and then
Yeah, they
like
pick
five
them.
matches.
They pick them.
That's fucking bullshit.
So this match, honestly, with Barrett coming off the momentum of winning the King of the Ring, I don't know, because Neville did beat him at Extreme Rules in the kickoff show. So I'm not sure. It's just like Ziggler and Sheamus, because one has momentum, but the other has momentum. If you think about it.
Yeah. On the other side, though, did you see Neville versus Cena?
Yes, that was
That
one hell of
was
a match.
amazing, and that's kind of why I'm going to go for Neville because of, well, the way he performs, to be honest.
Hmm. Yeah, I say so because he just debuted,
Yeah,
and plus, but then you have to look at it again because Barrett just won the King of the Ring, so it really can go either way here.
yeah, it could probably go either way, but WWE Logic might get King Barrett the win.
Yeah, I think
Other
so.
other people might be like, oh, if Neville doesn't win, we're going to riot.
Yeah, because they're talking about Barry and Neville.
They have been burying Neville.
Neville's a new guy, so you kind of have to expect that nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think after this King Barrett and Neville thing passes over, I think Neville ought to go for the United States champion because he deserves to finish that match against John
Yeah,
Cena.
yeah,
Like
I would have to.
I would have loved to see
Yeah.
that match finish,
Hmm.
even if Cena won.
Yeah, Cena would have won anyways because there's no way they're gonna have a
Yeah.
title change
Yeah. Well, not
6 days before
now.
pay per view.
Not now,
So
anyways.
yeah,
All right. So
I
another.
say Barrett wins.
Yeah. All right. So next is another useless match.
Hmm.
Bray Wyatt versus Ryback. First
I
off,
say
first off, not Way. Bray Wyatt is not the face of fear. I just want to make that clear to everybody right now that he's not the face of fear. If he was the face of fear, he would have beat The Undertaker.
hmm
But because Undertaker won, he's not the so-called face of fear.
if he beat the Undertaker, it would have been much more logical. But since like Undertaker's gone, basically that WrestleMania match was irrelevant if you think about it.
Yeah. Plus, like I explained during my WrestleMania explanation of Undertaker returning, if he would have lost, there would have really been no point of him returning,
Hmm.
and it would have been a waste of everybody's time. So, I don't know if that was basically Undertaker passing the so-called torch, or just Undertaker being dominant once again at WrestleMania. But this isn't about Undertaker. This is about Ryback winning.
Hmm.
Ryback, oh my God, he's going to destroy Bray Wyatt. I
Yeah,
mean, when
this is obviously going to go to Ryback. I'd say because just Ryback hasn't even like had an upper hand on Bryan since the rivalry started.
yeah, then again though, there's always that thing that Bray Wyatt has. It's like everybody always has the upper hand on Bray Wyatt, and then
Hmm.
somehow Bray Wyatt wins.
Yeah, but this time Bray Wyatt has the upper hand. So you think it's going to be like vice versa?
Uh, I don't know.
It's kind of hard because WWE likes to push Ryback. Like for example, like 3 years ago when they had a main event for the
Yeah,
WWE title.
yeah, they try. They're trying to push Ryback. I know they're trying, and they're
Hmm.
kind of trying to push Bray Wyatt as well to be the new face of fear and everything. But
Yeah, it's hard because I say this goes to Ryback just because that he hasn't done anything in forever. So
yeah, I think it's time for Ryback to at least become a champion. Just any
Mhm.
champion, like Intercontinental, United States. not WWE champion, not yet. It would have been nice
Yeah, he's not
if the
ready.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion was separated. Then I would have said heavyweight champion. But he deserves a championship match by now, at least.
Yeah, I say he wins this and goes off, like, because the Intercontinental title was just vacated. So
Yep.
I'd say he goes off into that title hunt.
Yep. That's I'd have to agree with that as well.
So, all in all, Ryback wins that match. Really, no reason to see why Wyatt would win that match
Yeah.
from a storyline standpoint.
Well, we've been proven wrong before, so who
Oh
knows?
yeah.
All right, one of the big ones that we all won't
hmm
ever care about: John Cena versus Rusev, the I Quit match.
This is pretty much the most obvious match on the pay per view. I
Cena
say
wins. Let's move on.
Cena wins, no doubt.
Well, WrestleMania, we all kind of predicted that John Cena would win. What
Yeah,
happened? He fucking won. It's predicted.
exactly. And the fact that it's an I quit match, it just proves that Cena's going to win even more because that never give up bullshit
Yep. I
is
mean,
just going to shine through.
I'm going to be completely honest. That chain match was. I caught that match like near the middle because I was doing something with my. I was over at my grandparents' house that day of the pay per view. Then I got home. I was like an hour late of the pay per view. So after being an hour late, I finally get on WWE Network with my modem, and I basically wasted half of my gigabytes just watching that horrible excuse of a pay per view. So I mean, come on. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to I'm gonna try to snag someone else's internet this time because I just don't have the gigabytes.
yeah. So if for like any other match, like a Falls Count Anywhere or a 23 Falls, I would have thought otherwise, or maybe think Rusev might have won it. But Cena never liked to put young talent over. That's something we've known
And
throughout the years.
and this is the supposed final chapter of this stupid saga
That's been
between
going on since
Cena and
February.
Rusev. So Cena wins,
LOL.
and you know what? I kind of want to make a small prediction on this.
Okay,
I'd say Lana costs Rusev.
I would have to agree with that. I would agree with that 100%. This is a way like it's obviously going towards a Lana like turn on Rusev thing, so I would have to assume that that's like a breaking point.
Yep. All right. Final match of the night: Seth Rollins, for some dumb fuck reason, versus Roman Reigns, for some other dumb fuck reason, versus Dean Ambrose, versus Randy Orton, for some dumb fuck reason,
Some fuck reason.
for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. First of all, why in the blue hell is Randy Orton getting a... This is a second chance, right? Second?
Yeah,
Third? I don't even
second.
know. He's getting a second chance to face Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And Roman, he lost at Mania, and he said he needed a match, quote unquote, because he beated Big Show, one of the Authority's biggest, or their biggest Authority guy. So
No, no,
that
no.
was nothing.
Randy Orton beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but then Rollins beat Orton at Extreme Rules.
At Extreme Rules, right? So I don't know how this even happened. I wasn't really paying attention to Raw, nor do I even care. I mean, the only Raw I actually watched at all this month was this past Monday,
hmm
and that was it. So, Dean
Um,
Ambrose, though, I don't know how he even got in. So there was supposedly a vote, and
mhm.
they voted for a fatal four way or some shit like that. No,
Yeah.
it was a triple threat. It was originally supposed to have been a triple threat, and then they added Dean Ambrose for some dumb fuck reason.
If Ambrose would have been in it, I would have been watching. I wouldn't be watching the pay per view, honestly. So
Wow, this is going to be tough.
Ambrose is what gives this match away.
It's going to be tough to call.
Because you have to remember that all four members of the Shield are in the match, so you might want to put in perspective that maybe there could be like a Shield turn on Orton. A triple powerbomb is gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's gonna happen. That's gonna be awesome.
I'd say the triple powerbomb happens to Seth Rollins, though.
Really?
Yeah, because Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns all equally hate Seth Rollins. But
Exactly.
I have another theory. I have a second theory. What if Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns all planned
Yep.
for this?
That's what I was thinking.
Like way early, and then Seth Rollins came up to Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose and was like, "Hey, I got a plan that will break us up for a while, and then we'll come back together at another pay-per-view in some stupid ass fatal four-way, and then we'll all be the big bad Shield again. We'll all be heel or face or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
I just can't really see Seth Rollins turning face though.
Exactly. And think about it. They're only grouping up to take out one person in that match, and that's Orton.
Yeah.
So think of what they're going to do when Orton's out. What are they going to do with the three of each other? Like,
so one of a couple things will happen. Either everybody gangs up on Seth Rollins, or everybody gangs up on Randy Orton.
well, yeah, exactly. And everyone's going to think, oh yeah, they're just going to team up on Rollins, but you never know.
I mean, this hasn't really been predicted by me. I've heard this by a lot of other people. That oh my God, Dean Ambrose is going to be in this match. It's going to be a Shield reunion, and I'm sitting here like, wait, what? No, what? The Shield broke up though, and then I kind of had a thought, and I'm like, oh shit, this could actually happen.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it all accumulated. So like last year, at Payback actually was the Shield's last pay-per-view as a team.
Yeah. So at the end of it all, I'd say either way, Seth Rollins will still win.
Yeah, I have to agree. Any other thing, I would say Roman somehow wins it. I don't see Dean. Taking it. That would just be way too random. I would love to see Dean win it, but I just don't think that's what higher ups think.
Yeah.
So it's basically gonna be Seth because you had that deal with Lesnar.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Then Roman too.
Yeah.
Also he faced Lesnar at WrestleMania. So it's one of those two, Roman or Rollins.
I would have. Well, yeah, like you said, I would love to see Seth Rollins be champion. I'd love to see Randy Orton become champion again. And I'd love to see Roman Reigns become champion for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And to dominate until SummerSlam. And then see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, have it, like, uninterrupted.
But there's no way that Seth Rollins is not going to be involved in that.
Of course.
With Lesnar.
Yeah. So, either way, it'll most likely become another triple threat by SummerSlam.
Exactly.
I'm already predicted it.
Either way, it's going to be Roman versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. So.
All right. So.
I say Rollins retains.
It's either Rollins or Reigns or even both.
What?
I'd say it's both. But other than that, this is Payback. Now I'm bored. Should I just end off the video?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, see you guys next time then.